as we're in our Kia of Cleveland studios with some breaking news that has been a part of our community really throughout the day today. As early this morning, around 5:30 a.m., there was reports of some disturbing emails that was sent to Cleveland City Schools. Immediately, Dr. Russell Dyer, along with the Cleveland City Police Department and their staff, began investigating these overnight and into this early part of the morning. And, of course, if you are someone that listens to our station or really active in the community, you know that Cleveland City Schools, because of these, what they thought the threat of emails that was sent out, they did close all Cleveland City schools today on this Thursday. But now we do have more information from Lieutenant Evie West, a public information officer from the Cleveland Police Department. And we're just going to read straight from the statement that she had sent us just in the last 15 minutes to make sure that we read everything properly. We know this is something very, very important to our community. So here is the press release. I'm quoting from Lieutenant Evie West. The Cleveland Police Department was made aware of threats to the Cleveland City Schools during the evening hours of Wednesday, September the 13th. These threats that specifically named 6 city schools were emailed to a top administrator of Cleveland High School. The administrator perceived these emails as threatening in nature. The Cleveland Police Department began to immediately investigate this situation. Investigators were able to identify the source and origin of the emails, which produced identification of a 9-year-old male, a student of Cleveland City Schools, as the individual responsible for the messages. Now, during the course of the investigation, investigators were able to determine that there was no, viable threat to the school systems and are confident that the juvenile did not have the means to carry out an act of mass violence. Now, investigators with the Cleveland Police Department Special Investigations Unit has charged a 9-year-old male with threats of mass violence on school property and harassment. This investigation is still active. As more information becomes available, could result in additional charges. The Cleveland Police Department will continue to prioritize the safety and security of Cleveland City Schools. Also in this, she says, please note that the previous release that was out this morning only indicated threats to 2 schools. However, after further investigation, they were made aware that they were 6 schools specifically named. Again, that from Lieutenant Evie West, Public Information Officer with the Cleveland Police Department. Again, just kind of giving you the highlights here. As of yesterday evening, Wednesday evening, those threats were made on emails. To now we're finding out to 6 Cleveland City Schools. Instead of the 2 that was previously were mentioned earlier in the press release from earlier today. They have determined the cause and the location of that threat. The administrators perceive these emails as threatening in nature. That's why they did cancel school this morning. Investigators with the Cleveland Police Department Special Investigative Unit have charged a 9-year-old male with threats of massive violence on school property and harassment. This investigation is still active. As more information becomes available, could result in additional charges. They were able, the investigators doing a tremendous job, was able to identify the source and origin of the emails, which that's how it produced identification of this 9-year-old male who is a student of Cleveland City Schools. All right, so that is what we can give you today. We don't know any further information. I'm sure Director of Schools Dr. Russell Dyer will put out another email at some point this afternoon, giving everyone information about what will happen with schools resuming tomorrow. You feel good about what our Cleveland Police Department has done, the investigators and everyone involved. Of course, we were talking this morning during the Mixed Morning Show. Steve was able to speak with multiple people that was involved with this, that was taking care of this. And now we're able to bring you this latest information here to the community. Now, again, we encourage you during these times. This is a great time to have the Mix 1041 app. During these times, we do send out push notifications. When we receive emails from the Cleveland Police Department, Bradley County Sheriff's Office, EMA, anything to do with our schools or weather or any of those type circumstances. So this is why we tell you on a really regular basis to always make sure that you download the free Mix 1041 app and have your push notifications turned on so you can receive these type of alerts. If you are not by your radio during that time, you're still able to get these notifications through the Mix 1041 app. Again, this is good news to report this afternoon. We hate that it's come down to this. A 9-year-old male of Cleveland City Schools is the one that had sent the emails out. And again, there'll be more details coming on this. Again, part of this investigation says they believe that he did not have the means at any point to kind of follow through with any threats that was even perceived in those emails. Now we're being told to 6 of the Cleveland City Schools. So we will continue to update this and give you more information as it becomes available. This has been breaking news in the Mix 104.1, Talk 101.3 The Buzz, and also on MixTV.tv. I'm Dwayne Williams reporting. We'll get back to your regular scheduled programming at this time.